Is it just me, or does Stanley look like Marcel Marceau?
No.
He's just ignorant. He doesn't know any better than to tell the truth.
It's the truth. I just want to report the truth. It'll be a nice change of pace. Okay?
When in doubt, tell the truth.
Edward, I tried to tell the truth, and they kicked me off the air.
You can't handle the truth.
And now, speaking the truth, even though it hurts. Here's the host of The Truth Must Be Told, Sal Passos.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to The Truth Must Be Told. So glad that you're with me tonight here on Saturday. And if you don't mind, please hit that like and subscribe button. We do appreciate that because that helps push us further up. And share this video so that the truth will get to more people. We're also on these podcast platforms as well as on Rumble. So you can check us out there. And thanks so much to all who are subscribing and tuning in. We do appreciate it. But before I get to Andy Stanley, who is my the topic of today's show, I want to talk briefly about the Olympics in France. Now, if you didn't hear, the opening ceremony in France was a blasphemous version of the Last Supper. Well, it included a blasphemous version of the Last Supper with drag queens, a nude Papa Smurf, pale horses riding in with satanic wings. Excuse me. And a faceless man carrying the torch and a message of unity and peace worldwide. Now, there was more to it as well. They had a golden bull up behind the orchestra, which is, Now you will have to find some of these videos on YouTube or other places because YouTube is actually cutting the videos and censoring at least one Christian channel, saying the videos of this event are copyrighted and are being pulled. So they're demanding people, not censoring. Okay. However, and also I just heard, just before I came on and started recording, news is just being released that Paris is having a major blackout. No electricity. We'll have more on that in another show, but could it be a judgment of God on them? Remember, God is not mocked. What a man sows, so shall he reap. And we are looking at some very difficult times coming up. And if you don't believe that Satan is openly showing you everything, then you're living under a rock and you haven't read your Bible. Because God told us that this stuff would happen, and you need to pay attention to what's going on. So I would suggest that you get into your word and tune into some good teachers. Definitely tune in here. And I have a bunch of them myself. Oh, also, I just want to mention about the thing that happened in Paris. Definitely watch Third Adam. I believe it was Third Adam 3. It's in my list of, it's in the playlists on my channel. So if you go to my channel, let me just bring this up just so you'll see here. So if you go, I'm going to just bring up my channel here. If you go to my channel and go into the playlists, you will see Truth Recommended Videos. I would suggest you check that out and go ahead and check out the Third Adam series that's in there. So, all right, on to Andy Stanley. Now, Andy Stanley is the son of Charles Stanley. And Andy supports the homosexual community. He denies the authority of the Bible, going so far as to deny the words of Jesus. And he also says we need to unhitch from the Old Testament. Now, which is really difficult because you got to understand that the New Testament is in the Old Testament concealed. The Old Testament is in the New Testament revealed. So they work with each other. The New Testament is hidden in the Old Testament. The Old Testament is revealed in the New Testament. That's why Jesus even said, I've come now not to destroy the law and the prophets, but to fulfill them. But just to give you an idea, I'd like you to watch this clip from Brylan Riggs, and just take a look at it, and then we'll discuss it in a moment.
So Andy Stanley is at it again, believe it or not. This man is one of the most dangerous pastors in America today. And I'm going to show you this video clip of a recent sermon that he gave that shows that this man has completely gone off the deep end. Real quick, before I show you the clip of this recent sermon that Andy Stanley gave, it's going to blow your mind. I want you to be acquainted with who Andy Stanley is. I'm going to show you this quick montage of things that Andy Stanley has taught in the past, so you can get an idea of what you're dealing with here.
There's no necessary conflict between evolution and theism, because evolution is a means. Theism says there was an agent.
No, we don't believe in the resurrection because the Bible tells us so. And the question is simply this, but Andy, okay, I get all that. But Andy, the Bible is how we know about the resurrection. Actually, it's not.
That Bible is where you get the message that Jesus rose again from the dead.
No, it's not.
Well, explain that, Andy. Explain that. What do you mean by saying the Bible doesn't say that Jesus rose from the dead?
Because the Bible doesn't say anything. John did, Moses did, David did.
And that's in the Bible.
All did. But it was only in the Bible once it got put in the Bible.
That's incoherent.
And the fact that Jesus didn't believe that good people go to heaven, that doesn't necessarily make it true. That's just what he taught. And that's what he said. And clearly it's what he believed. Figure out how to get straight people as excited about serving and engaging as the gay men and women I know. We would have a volunteer backlog. A gay person who still wants to attend church after the way the church has treated the gay community, I'm telling you, they have more faith than I do. They have more faith than a lot of you. And so my purpose today.
All right, that's enough. Because you see, he said the Bible doesn't say it. John said it, Moses said it, David said it, Paul said it, but the Bible didn't say it. Brylan afterwards goes on to discuss Andy's church holding the unconditional conference, and that's this. I don't know if he's got one scheduled for 2024, but this one was from 2023. And it is a gay affirming conference and this is at his church. Okay, at North Point Community Church. And he's listed as one of the speakers. But this is a conference that helps, quote unquote, parents to deal with their children being gay and how to maintain their relationship with the parents and with Jesus, which sounds great, right? Except he says he was approached by his youth leaders and asked them how they were going to handle, let me bring myself up here, asked them how they were going to handle the fact that many of the teens were facing the crisis of coming out as gay and wanting to change their gender. His answer, he was to go to an openly gay man in the church, and I believe that's this guy, Justin Lee. And later he turned it into a conference that would help parents, not biblically deal with, but to get a perspective on it from a gay couple. Now, here's some of the other people we've got showing up at this. You've got a psychiatrist here. Whoever these guys are, is a Reverend Gushi. This guy, director of Ministry of Environmentalists, isn't that great? Another one here who's got a big alphabet behind her name, Dr. Michael Sistma, and Pastor Jenny Boyette. So that's wrong right there on a lot of levels. But this is what he is promoting. Now, what Stanley is doing is wrong. He is not a pastor who is teaching truth from the Bible. He doesn't even believe the Bible at this point. He is teaching false doctrine that will lead people to hell while they feel good about themselves. He wants to please man, not God. In Galatians, Paul says this, chapter 1, verse 10, For do I now persuade men or God? Or do I seek to please man? For if I yet pleased men, I should not be the servant of Christ. Now, this comes right after Paul says this. But though we, or an angel from heaven, preach any other gospel unto you, that which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed. As we said before, so I say now again, if any man preach any other gospel unto you that ye have received, let him be accursed. Paul was very serious, deadly serious about false teachers and their messages. He even warned Timothy, chapter 4, verse 1, that says, Now the Spirit speaketh expressively, that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. Look, folks, false teachers are making a tremendous headway. They're becoming popular by their false teachings of love, brotherhood, health and wealth.
I could go on forever, baby.
Don't fall for their false doctrine. Examine the scriptures yourself, not by yourself, but examine the scriptures for yourselves. Mark and avoid these false teachers at all cost, warning others about them because they are leading people astray. If you have any questions for me, feel free to email me at thetruthmustbetold93@gmail.com. That's thetruthmustbetold93@gmail.com. And we do appreciate all of you being here. I'd like you to comment down below. And don't forget again to hit that subscribe button and like this message. And make sure it gets out there to other people. All right, I'm going to say goodnight for now. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And God bless you, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.